Farscape Engineers, Inspector Meneses, Farscape Repair Video, Summary Video. We're at the President's House, Georgian Court University. Fairly new Farscape, probably 25 years old. All welded, construction, diamond plate. These areas over here, you got to make sure that these areas get sealed up so the water doesn't get behind here and do the damage that it's currently doing. Make sure everything's attached. Anything tied to a building, silicone seal it so the water doesn't get back in there and do its dirty work. The biggest problem with all these treads, they're all welded, but nobody sealed it from above, so water's getting between the tread and the clip. So all clips now need to be reinforced. Everything's a welded connection, but again, non-verifiable. So in some instances, all the major connections need to have a bolt. So for example here, in order for us to sign off, I need a bolt here and a bolt here connecting the two. Same thing here. Once we do that, then the welds can stay because these are all unverified welds. And we have to be very careful on what we will and will not sign off on. Wherever there's a support, 3/8 bolt here, or a 1/2 inch bolt, that basically guarantees that the weld is going to stay. All these treads, excessive rust, water and snow accumulate there. So you need to seal all these from above, and then on the side you need to drill a hole. Drill a hole right through there. One bolt will basically back up that weld that's underneath there, but water has made its way into the weld. So a lot of these areas here need weep holes throughout, and then you need to seal the joint corners so that the water does not get itself into that. I mean a nice bead of silicone in those joints so that the water doesn't do what it's doing here. As you can see, the opening right there, it's all it needs in order for the rust to get its way and start eating the treads. Every one of these treads has that issue. It looks like they're all held by small little bolts anyway, so this might be the ability to get all these off. Clean them, clean the welds, silicone shut them, put these back, but then seal these treads back on top. Rails are in good condition. It's an all welded Farscape. So a lot of this is just maintenance requirements, maintenance issues. Wherever there's a joint, seal it up with 50 or silicone during the paint job process. And wherever the cement touches the ground, or the steel touches the cement at the ground, try to tar it up after you've done any major repairs. That tar will hold it from rotting. And here's the main issue. If you look down here, you see all the rusty tears? All those rusty tears is an indication that the weld is now being eaten from behind. So as soon as on this one I would need 2 bolts, you know what I'm saying? And that basically stops you from having to do it twice, but sometimes they put just one here, but depending, over time you end up doing both, so it's a lot of times just do both at the first instance, one in the front, one in the back. Now these welds can stay, and they're backed up, but once you seal it with silicone from above, you're not going to have that problem. As you can see up there, see all that rot? Very typical that when they put a diamond plate down and they don't seal it up, where the diamond sits on top of the angle, it rotted all the way out. So this one's totally rotted out over here. And up there you can start seeing the same thing, and way up there you can start seeing the exact same thing. So again, maintenance. Once the water is stopped, clean from below, silicone, remove all the rust at the joints, then silicone seal it and shut it. And this Farscape will pass inspection. Any questions here? Farscape Engineers, Inspector Meneses, 800-649-3333, 800-649-3333. Any questions regarding pricing? Speak with Mark at Georgian Court University. Again, Farscape Engineers, Inspector Meneses, 800-649-3333. This Farscape does need a licensed contractor, and I don't believe this Farscape will have lead. It looks like a fairly new Farscape, younger than 1978, so I don't believe this Farscape will have any lead, so you don't need a renovator's license to basically work on this Farscape. But that needs to be confirmed from Mark as to whether any lead was found. If any lead is found, then EPA guidelines apply on the repair.